If you're over 50 and dealing with nagging aches in your knees, your hips, your calves, this might surprise you. You don't need to run faster. You don't need a new shoe. You don't need more miles. You need one small adjustment that quietly fixes multiple problems at once. It's Cadence. Hi, I'm Ralph, the Ageless runner. Thank you for being here today. This is episode 2 in my Running Form After 50 series. In episode 1, we talked about why form matters more as we age, because fitness fades slower than mechanics. Today, we're talking about the lever that moves everything, cadence, not chasing speed, not forcing change, just smarter mechanics. Cadence is simply how many steps you take per minute. That's it. Not stride length, not pace, not effort, just step rate. And here's the key thing most runners miss. Cadence is upstream of many form problems, especially after 50. As we age, a few predictable things happen. Joint stiffness increases, elastic tissues lose rebound, ground contact time tends to increase, and stride length often gets longer, not shorter. And that last one is so critical. Longer strides usually mean overstriding, your foot landing too far in front of your center of mass. And overstriding increases braking forces, joint loading, and stress at the knee, hip, and heel. Cadence directly influences all of that. And here's the mechanical truth. When cadence goes up slightly, stride length automatically goes down. You don't have to think about it. Your body self-organizes. Multiple biomechanical studies show that increasing cadence by just 5 to 10% reduces overstriding, moves foot strike closer to the body, and lowers impact forces at the knee and hip. And importantly, this happens without increasing speed. Ground contact time, how long your foot stays on the ground each step, tends to increase with age. And longer contact time means more loading per step, more joint stress, less elastic energy return. And increasing cadence slightly shortens contact time, encourages quicker turnover, and reduces peak loading forces. Think of it this way. You're not pounding less because you're lighter. You're pounding less because you're on the ground for less time. This is where runners get it wrong. Cadence is not about speed. Elite runners have a high cadence because they're fast. You increase cadence to be more efficient and less stress. Those are different goals. For runners over 50, cadence is a protective mechanism, not a performance trick. You're reducing braking force, joint torque, and repetitive strain, not chasing PRs. You've probably heard this number, 180 steps per minute. Forget it. That number comes from observations of elite runners during races, not recreational runners like you and me, and certainly not older runners. Cadence is individual. Height, leg length, pace, history, all that matters. The goal is not a magic number. The goal is a small, sustainable increase from where you are now. Usually, 5% increase is enough, 10% max for most runners. Anything more increases the risk of injury. Now, how do we apply this safely? And this is where I'm going to be very clear. If you try to force cadence change too aggressively, you will get hurt. Calves, Achilles tendon, feet. So we do this gradually with external feedback, not by guessing. So if you're enjoying this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you. And here's a smart way to apply cadence changes if you're over 50. Step 1, measure your current cadence. Run at an easy, comfortable pace, no forcing. Most GPS watches will show cadence automatically. This is your baseline. Step 2, use a metronome or cadence cue. And this is key. Your brain adapts better to rhythm than to instructions. You can use a metronome app on your phone, a cadence feature on your running watch, or a music playlist set to the specific beats per minute you're after. Set the metronome to just 3 to 5% higher than your natural cadence. That's often only 5 to 8 extra steps per minute. It's a small change, but it can have a big effect. Step 3 is short exposure only. Do not run the entire run at the new cadence. Instead, run 30 to 60 seconds at the metronome cadence. Then return to natural running. Repeat once or twice per run. This gives your nervous system time to adapt without overloading tissues. And step 4, let adaptation happen. Cadence change is just not mechanical. It's neurological and tendon-based. This means it takes days to feel comfortable and weeks to feel natural. If something starts barking, your calves or your Achilles tendon, back off immediately. There's no hero workouts here. Cadence is a precision tool. Use it gently and it works. And here's why cadence is so powerful. Change your cadence and stride length improves. Foot strike moves under the body. Ground contact time drops. And joint stress decreases. All without cueing foot strike, arm swing, posture, or speed. That's leverage. You pull one lever and multiple systems improve. Cadence work is especially useful if you feel heavy when you run, hear loud footsteps, struggle with knee or hip soreness, or notice your stride getting longer over time. And especially if you're running slower than you did years ago, but hurting more. That's a mechanics issue, not a fitness one. Cadence won't make you faster overnight, but it will make you more efficient, more resilient, and easier on your joints. After 50, durability is performance. In the next episode, we're going to look closely at overstriding, why it becomes more common as we age, how it quietly increases injury risk, and how cadence is often the simplest way to fix it without overthinking your form. Now, if this video helped you and you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing, and check out episode 1 if you haven't already. I'll link it below. Again, I'm Ralph, the Ageless Runner. I'm here to help you run smarter, go longer, and stay ageless. Thank you.